Welcome back to my channel. Guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day no matter where you're at or you're about to have or you had already. You know what? Kids gone to bed. Why not sharing a bit of your passion on the internet? Now, let's get straight into it. Today's video is actually about the brand Uncle Seiko. The bracelet, which I believe the bracelets are underestimated because bracelets or straps, if you look at it as a whole, when it comes to watches, they form a very significant portion of your overall experiences. The contact with your skin, the wearability of it determines, how it wears in the long term, especially if you swap out your different watches when it comes to straps or bracelet all the time, or you're changing watches from time to time. So this is a very popular bracelet, of course, but I just want to shed a bit of light on it because I don't see a lot of videos on these particular Z199 super bracelets from Uncle Seiko. Naturally, I'm still new into my hobby, but when it comes to aftermarket bracelet for Seikos, there are a couple brands, of course, probably only a couple brands that come into naturally into our discussion. One being Strapcode, very popular, very accessible. You can buy them on Amazon all the time, of course. You can buy them directly from Strapcode. They covers a whole lot range of Seikos or other brands. And of course, Uncle Straps do them as well. I do have a couple of Strapcode bracelets. I do believe they represent different values and different approaches when it comes to especially Seikos, right? Classic Seikos. But today we're going to talk about Uncle Straps. Today we're going to talk about the Z199 super version of the Z199 bracelet with the milk clasp as well as the solid end link. This guy is not leaving my collection. That's why I choose to invest with this bracelet. Now, let's get straight into it. Now, there's a couple of things I want to start off with. Number one, when it comes to bracelet, the first thing I think the most important thing is talk about the design of it. Z199 itself is a very classic, I believe. Probably people saying that is the best Seiko bracelets that has ever been invented to the brand. Uncle Seiko has done a fantastic job. Larry himself has done a fantastic job. Just let me get the focus here, right? Has done a fantastic job to the Z199. If you can tell already, the first thing about the design is how it tapers. I just bring the caliber out. As we know, it is a 22 millimeters, 22 millimeter lock width, which is right there. I think 22. Yep, so 21.9, 22. And if you can see, of course, we know it tapers, but if you realize, when I'm moving to the second link, it goes down to 20. So there's a 10% of drop, almost 10%, of course, within the first two links. And it will taper all the way down, of course, to the clasp of 16. So from 22 to 16, that's about 6 millimeters, represent about 25 to 30% of drop in its width from the top to the bottom. It forms the bracelets elegantly, and it provides extreme comfort on your wrist because how flexible it is and because how much it tapers down. This is the super version of the Z199. The milk clasp is excellent. I really like this version or this design of a clasp of the fold rather than the double edge of pusher. I think this is much more cleaner, especially when it comes to a taper clasp like this, because it provides a very consistent edge across all. It definitely class up the watch without a doubt. The milled end link, when it comes to fitting, of course, that's probably naturally the first question that people ask. Can you still see any wiggle rooms of the end link and the turtle case? Yes, you can. I believe you can. Hoping that reflects on the camera. I think it's a common thing to see when it comes to end link when they are solid links. My OEM, the 62 mass SPB 147, the OEM end link probably does wiggles even more room when it compares to this. So this is not that bad when it comes to my overall experiences with the end links to watches. But you know what? when I was looking at different options between ankle straps, I think the hollow ending costs about 20 bucks less. Of course, that comes also with a press clasp. So my purpose of buying this is I definitely want, I understand the original, of course, Z199 is a press clasp. But this one, I love milled clasp. It just provides so much comfort. And because it's milled, so when you're wearing it, it provides a very nice sort of drop to have the watch, wears really well flat on your wrist. So it's a really beautiful bracelet. I'm not sure whether you guys are still on the fence about this or you wanted to find out more about this. You're trying to look for the contents on the YouTube. There are not that many. Again, this is the super version. I think there are a lot of there's a lot of slightly cost-effective version of the Z199 with the pressed clasp and the hollow ending. Again, that one's fine as well. But I just want to give you guys some direct, I guess, access to what I have here with the SRP. It is beautiful. Now, just want to close this video off with my own wrist experiences. As you guys can see, it really classed up the watch. And when you're looking, because when you're working, you'll probably see, if you work behind your desk or you're doing a lot of stuff behind your laptop or computer, you tend to see these size a lot. And look how elegant that is. It's hard to guess that this is the SRP turtle. It looks like a dress watch's design when it comes to this part of the bracelet and the clasp. I really love it. I just think it's unbelievable. And especially when you turn around, you can see that how elegantly it goes from 16 millimeter all the way up to 22. We're super comfort. And when you have that on your wrist from down up, it's extremely elegant. Of course, I'm using the words for a diver's watch. A lot of people will argue, but again, I'm biased of my opinion, right? I love the turtle, so I think it's without a doubt the best bracelet. The Z199 super version is the best, and look how flexible they are. And no wonders why the ankle strap has a massive following. Larry has a massive following in the community. His passion to create something that has his historical, following, and that true desire to create something that the watch hobby, our Seikoholics likes, is still something that he believes today. So hopefully, Larry, good job. Please keep producing more bracelets. Of course, still, I guess, quality is still more important than quantity. So focus on the quality. Couple downside, if you ask me about this. Number one is when I had the bracelet arrive just after Christmas, I did notice the operation of the clasp was extremely tight. I did email Larry about this, and he said it's coming to see. It's just based on my humble opinion, it's probably because how the machinery sort of, as you see, this is the curve area of that little thing. So when it's closed, what do you call it? The strength of this particular stainless steel is extremely rigid. So when you put in the first one, at the first go, it was extremely hard. Of course, now it's a bit better because I've used it for a little while now. So it's not a long-term problem. It's just something to be expected. The second thing is, again, this is common to all bracelets, is this part of the clasp can be a bit shorter, especially if you see the clasp only folds up to here. Why not having this portion cut around here, so there are more flexibility, at least for about one or two individual links here. Okay, but that's like I said, that's the only two things that I can talk about it as a con, if you see the point. Now, again, this is just a beautiful bracelet. Hopefully everything reflect perfectly in my camera. The brushing is really well done. The brushing is really well done across all sides. So it looks matches the watch really, really well. Okay, guys. So if you already have Uncle Strap's product, I'm hoping that you're enjoying it. If you think about buying the Z199 Super version for your SRP or SKX, of course, there's many other that you can select from Uncle Straps. I'm giving the product a thumbs up. Of course, I have other few Uncle Straps products, which I will, hopefully, to make some videos about them for the 199. I'm definitely giving a thumbs up. I think this is without a doubt of course, now I have a few Uncle Straps now. This is the one or the most signature, the most popular Uncle Strap, Uncle Seiko that you can get for your turtles. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful brand, has a very beautiful story and passion behind it. And I've also got this 10% discount code. I've actually got it twice as a purchase twice. So wise deal. If you like to use it, you can of course use it for your 10%. I believe this is available for everybody. So I'm just putting it out there. Hopefully, Larry, that you're okay with it. So really like the product. I'm standing behind the product. I'm standing behind the passion for the bracelet, and hope you're having a great day. Now, any questions, please let me know. And then I'm looking forward to chat with you in the comment section below. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye for now.